Hey guys, I'm going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena tonight. I'm going to go ahead and try and do some commentary as I play. Um, I generally keep most hands as long as I see a couple lands. I kind of wish I would have seen a green since I have that Elvish Visionary there. But just go ahead and drop an island, kind of make them think I might have a counter, but not really that important turn one. The Gilded Goose. Hello, person. Still need a green. See what this guy does. Yeah, I've played against him a few times, but I can't really recall exactly what they're shooting for here, and I'm still getting a little mana screwed. But if I can get one more mana, throw out my Smothering Tithe or the Gala Greeters. See, I've got my Rex Sage here to probably take care of this thing there. That's kind of a good mid to late game item for them, and we don't want them to have that much. But here's where I go with Smothering Tithe to go ahead and get me some mana going. He's not going to pay that 2 right now unless he has nothing to do. Alrighty, so let's see what this does. Yeah, it's pretty decent, but here's what I'm going to do. To get me some useful stuff out there, I'm going to go ahead and throw out Gala Greeters, or Gala Greeters, however you want to pronounce that. Reclamation Sage. Go ahead and pop this Midnight Hour. Go ahead and create me a tapped treasure token. Plus, I should get one more from Smothering Tithe, unless this guy just really doesn't have anything in hand. He should go ahead and let me get one. Boom, there it is. So I've got at least 6 mana to play with next turn. Vorinclex might be a decent one, but honestly, I might just go ahead and play this, exile, God Eternal, and my Rex Sage. But we'll kind of play this by ear. Let me see what happens. Oh yeah, get me some extra mana to play with. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this guy to draw a card. Go ahead and get me another tap treasure token. Then I'm going to go ahead and play my commander. That's a good draw into that Cloud Shift. Go ahead and auto pay that. I'm going to exile my Elvish Visionary and that other guy there. With this, I don't really need life, so let me go ahead and start buffing that dude up a little. So I'll be able to go ahead and attack with him. I don't know why it's showing that trigger. Oh, put into exile. Okay, I see it. Yeah, go ahead and put it third from the top. Alright, now go ahead and hit him for 4. And my turn here. He might pay the 2, but I might go ahead and get one. Okay, got one. Which again, if he goes to get rid of my commander, I've got my Cloud Shift here to go ahead and pop it back. Which, if he plays his commander as a person, okay. Now here's my question. Do I go ahead and do it to draw the card? I think he's holding a counter spell back. This may make him force, or it may force him to want to do the counter spell that he's holding, but I didn't really think it would much. Go ahead and do the same two things again. Buff my guy up, get a treasure token because I had two creatures enter, the Elvish Visionary plus my commander. Then of course exile the same two creatures with it. Looks like I drew into a negate. That's going to be really good because I'm positive this guy is holding some sort of counter or something. He's definitely got some type of nice little trick up his sleeve. Let me see, I've got 8 mana to work with. This should force it. Draw 2 cards when it ETBs, and I'll have enough mana to negate it if he tries to counter that. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Well then. That, let's just go ahead and pump that dude up. Go ahead and gain a life off that land. Alright, at this point we're gonna hold that mana untapped because he may have some trick up his sleeve and we want to be able to negate that if it's a non-creature spell, but it's not, it's a creature spell. So he's definitely going to block my commander. Obvious choice for him to get that Kefnet back, or whatever his name is there. Yeah, Kefnet. Go ahead and put commander back in the command zone. At this point, I'll go ahead and create a tap treasure token. Alright, and now, let's see, I've got 3 mana. Let's go ahead and just throw this Alistar Shepherd out. It will help me not worry about my green spells being countered. Choose the last thing of gaining 2 life from the Gala Greeters. That card's really it's a hidden gem. It's nice. He might pay the 2, but I've got so much mana, he'll probably just let it roll. Yeah. But he's got a decent little grip in his hand over here. He still has 4 cards in hand plus his commander there. Which that one's quite an interesting one. Okay, let's see. Alright, go ahead and give up this dude here to block that 7 coming in, because I really don't need him, because now I've got Mold Drifter for my draw card effect. Because the idea behind this deck is abusing your commander by exiling their stuff and exiling your stuff as well. I cannot let him draw those cards, so definitely have to counter that. However, he's definitely going to get to return that guy to my hand. But that's alright, it's not a huge deal that he came back. Not the worst thing in the world. Go ahead and throw him back out there. At this point, I need to get rid of his big 7/8 guy that he keeps using to bounce stuff back to the hand. So that will be obvious choice 1. I should have waited until I attacked, but I didn't. So we'll go ahead and do Mold Drifter as well. With this, I'm going to need to replace some of that mana that I just used. So go ahead and create a tap treasure token. He's got a 0/2. Swing in with a 2/1. He won't block that. And then, ideally, depending on what he has, I mean, he's got a decent amount of mana. He was hoping to draw some cards with this thing right here that I countered. So, and he may or may not let me get that mana. Okay. Let's see what he's got. He must have something planned. Oh, that's a pretty big one too. Okay, well, not the best flop for him. Well, actually, I take that back. Does he fight when he comes in? No, that card right there does it. The green card that allowed him to play that creature actually does it. But that's alright, I've got enough to cast my commander again. Plus this guy right here, which I really like him. I don't exactly know what he's getting any of the times, but some creature is better than no creature in most cases there. So go ahead and do this. Auto pay. Just because he seems to keep doing this. I'm gonna exile this guy here, so that way if my commander dies again, I'll at least get a replacement creature out of my deck. No attacks, because he obviously has some decent blockers here. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious as to what he has in his hand. He seems to be slow rolling, but maybe it's all he's got. That's a good play for him right there, because now he'll get this back and possibly be able to return other things to my hand. But that's why I exiled that Faithless Agent, because this dude right here, he's awesome. This Nightless, or Nightclub Bouncer. Basically, he helps control people out. This guy's already 7 mana, so I could just start bouncing him back to his hand and keep increasing his cost and eventually make it where he can't really play him. And if he does play him, he's not able to play someone else and take advantage of returning non-land permanents to their hand, which is what he's about to do right now. Which one's he gonna hit? Okay, Smothering Tithe. Kind of an interesting choice. Alright, so how much mana do I have? I've got 4 tokens, 7 lands, so we're looking at 11 mana total. That's only 3. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop that down. So that back, get a mana. Then throw her down. Exile this. No, I've only got 4 mana left. That's not going to work the way I thought. Okay. Yeah, let me just go ahead and do it this way then. Go ahead and throw that back out there. And then I'm going to swing in with my flyer. So yeah, general idea of the deck, slow them down until you can just slowly create really nice field advantage. At this point, I don't feel like I need Rex Sage. I'd rather have 6 life. So we're going to go ahead and sacrifice that blocker. Because honestly, Euro, he's not a huge issue. Ooh, what's this do? Nice. Okay, go ahead and bounce that back to his hand. Boop. It costs 1 more to play now. If you cast it from your hand, that's a good thing. Okay, 8 mana total. Okay, throw that down. Okay, throw this down. Throw his Euro back in hand. Go ahead and create me a tap treasure so I've got some extra mana. Slow him down by throwing Euro back in his hand. And now, slow him down even more by casting my commander. And I'm going to exile that and Archmage because I want to be able to attack with my 2 4s. Go ahead and get a good 8 damage in. I mean, of course, oh, I hate having to discard cards from here. It's so hard sometimes. But yeah, of course, I'd rather have exiled Nightclub Bouncer instead of Tolarian Archmage, but he already had counters on him, and I could swing with him that turn. So I decided that exiling him would be better. Okay, nice. I'm not going to return that guy to his hand because otherwise he can just play it back out again and get everything bounced to my hand. I'm not sure if he didn't realize that he couldn't do that. Okay, so to try to get some extra lands out, and plus kind of mill through my deck, play Tulane real fast, play Gala Greeters. Okay, that was not a land. No attacks yet. Gonna discard up to 4 cards. Smothering Tithe at this point. It's one of the biggest flaws in this game right now. It's so hard to choose something that you want to discard out of your hand. I don't really think I'm going to need to board wipe him. Oh, this is frustrating. And then... he hasn't really countered anything, so I'm going to throw out Destiny Spinner too. But they definitely need to fix how you're able to select cards for discard, because the current way they have it, if you have over 9 or so cards in your hand, it's absolute garbage. As you hopefully just saw, I was trying really, really hard to select those cards. Not exactly sure how else they could do it. Maybe go into a view like how you mulligan, where you have to kind of slide a card over to the bottom of the deck or something. Maybe have to slide a card from your hand into the discard pile. Alright, so I can't let that happen, so obviously we're going to be returning that to its hand, its owner's hand, and let's go ahead and throw that land down on the battlefield. Create a tap treasure token for extra mana. Alright, at this point, let's kind of take a gamble. Alright, nice. Boop, boop. Alright, so next turn I should be able to do some good damage, probably even be able to go lethal. by popping out Lagrella and exiling at least that guy there. But we'll see. Let me see this in my graveyard because I do have a not Eternal Witness, but the one that's similar to him. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, buddy. Sorry, counter that. I mean, that was definitely a good try. Plus, I love these expertise spells. It gives you a good effect. Plus, you're able to cast something for free out of your hand. It's always really nice. Oh, that's a good one. Wow. Nice. Nice. Alright, so with this, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Timeless Witness. We're going to go ahead, get a tapped token, get Nightclub Crawler, or Nightclub Bouncer back. We are going to toss Nightclub Bouncer down. We are going to go ahead and put that land down. Alright, so at this point we win by bouncing that back to his hand. Okay, good. He sees it there. And he scoops because he saw the game ending. What was happening is, in case you're unaware, which I imagine most of you see it, but Lagrella was just about to go ahead and exile his only blocker, plus this guy, just in case he had something up his sleeve, but being completely tapped out on mana, that he didn't really have anything to do. At this point, once I do that, I get to swing in for 4, 2, so 6 total, 9 plus 2, so I get to hit him for 11, which is lethal. Definitely a good game. Yep, shout out to BeanRoller. Nicely played. So yeah, some of these cards were definitely nice. I did not realize, oh, it must be an exile. I did not realize this one here has that creature deal damage when that creature's put onto the battlefield. Really, really nice. It had to have sucked for him for me to counter that one, which is really, really good. And then also be able to counter this other really good spell that he was going to play, which was Brawl's Expertise. Had that went through, I would not have been able to beat him this turn because he would have returned those 3 attacking creatures and dropped something out of his hand. But you can see here a lot of these things, they've got that perpetual cost 1 more because I just kept returning them to his hand. The reason this card is just so awesome is they do stack. So, and he slows them down because, well, if you took 6 of your 7 mana to cast something, and then I return it to your hand next turn, you have to use all your mana. And even if you continue to play out mana, if I can continue to bounce it back to your hand, it really limits you to 1 spell a turn, where you're really not gaining any type of edge, and I'm continuing to gain small advantage, which that's what this deck is about, is every turn you want to look for creating small advantages, like throwing out this guy here, which allows you to start drawing cards. Because, I mean, the more cards you go through, the more cards that you find that are answers to the problems on your opponent's side of the field. This guy here, I passed him up for a while. He was not in the deck for a good while, Faceless Agent. But I just really like how he auto-fetches a creature. The seek ability is random, so it's not as effective as some things that are in paper Magic, like Imperial Recruiter, stuff like that. But it is really, really nice in this limited format. I say limited, it's not a limited format, but it is limited in card selection based, versus paper EDH or something.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game with Lagrella tonight. Um, Please leave comments. Anything you think might be able to help the deck. If you saw me misplay, you think I could have played a different way to get a better outcome. Um, I'm an explorer of the game. I love learning. I love seeing insight that I potentially didn't see, um, as it just helps us all learn and grow together and enjoy this game that we love so much. But until next time, best luck on your next game.